You ever watch a singer just absolutely crush it on stage and think, how do they make that look so easy? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's not just raw talent, it's smart preparation. The real game changer is a solid warm-up. So let's jump right in and build the perfect 5-minute routine that'll get your voice ready for literally anything.
You know, you wouldn't expect a sprinter to run a race without stretching, right? Or a guitarist to play a concert without tuning up. It's the exact same for singers. Your voice is an instrument, and you've got to get it ready. So here's our game plan. It's a simple 5-point system that covers all the bases, starting from the ground up. We're going to look at your body, then your breath, then your tone, the vowels you make, and finally, we'll stretch out your agility and range.
All right, first up, your body. Now, I know what you might be thinking. My body? I thought we were talking about singing. But trust me, great singing starts with your whole body, not just what's happening in your throat. The absolute first thing we have to do is get rid of any tension that might be holding your voice back.
And to do that, we've got a super simple but seriously effective exercise. It's called 20 seconds to loose. And its whole job, the only thing it does, is to help you gently let go of tension from the very top of your head all the way down to your toes.
Okay, you ready to try this? Come on, do it with me. Stand up nice and tall, get those shoulders back. Now close your eyes if you want and just imagine a single warm drop of, a super relaxing liquid landing right on the top of your head. And as we count to 20, just feel that relaxation slowly drip down your neck, over your shoulders, one vertebrae at a time down your spine, until by the time we get to 20, you're just totally slumped over, completely loose like a rag doll.
So here's the cool part. The reason this actually works. By focusing on the physical movement, you're basically tricking your brain. You're distracting it from thinking too hard about singing, which is when we unconsciously tense up our throat and jaw. It's a little mental hack that gives your voice physical freedom. Pretty smart, right? Okay, so our instrument, our body, is nice and loose. Now it's time to turn on the power. And for a singer, that power source, that engine, it doesn't come from your throat. No way. It all comes from your breath. And the absolute bedrock of all good, healthy singing is diaphragmatic breathing. You've probably heard the term, but this next exercise is going to help you really feel what it's all about. All right, try this with me right now. You can sit or stand, just be straight. Place one hand on your chest and the other one right on your stomach. Now take a nice deep breath in through your nose and watch what happens. You want to feel that bottom hand, the one on your stomach, rise and push out. The hand on your chest, it should barely move at all. Then just let it all out with a slow, steady exhale through your mouth. And this is why it's so critical. When you practice this, you're literally strengthening your diaphragm. You're building the muscle that gives you real breath control. And that control is everything. It's what lets you sustain those long, beautiful notes. It's what stops you from straining. And it's what gives you that powerful, clear sound every singer is after.
All right, quick recap. Our body is relaxed. Our breath is supported. Now, finally, we can start thinking about the actual sound we're making. The quality, the character of your voice. We're talking about tone.
And for this, I've got one of my absolute favorite exercises. It's called I Sigh to Sing. It's so simple. The whole idea is just to find that relaxed, open feeling you get right as a yawn is starting. You know that feeling? That yawn feeling is pure gold for a singer because it creates space. It opens everything up. Think of your head and your chest like the body of an acoustic guitar. A good tone happens when the sound can vibrate freely in those open spaces. We call that resonance. And this exercise, the sigh, helps you find that space naturally without having to force a thing. So we've got this nice, relaxed, resonant sound happening. Now it's time to add the polish. This step is all about shaping that sound with really clear, precise vowels. Clear vowels are what let people actually understand what you're singing, and they're also key to singing in tune. To work on this, we're going to do something called a kinesthetic exercise. That's just a fancy way of saying we're going to connect a physical movement to each sound. We'll sing through the 5 main vowels, that's mi, me, ma, mu, all on a single easy pitch. But for each one, we'll add a little hand gesture to help our brain and our muscles remember the right shape to make.
Okay, let's walk through them. First up, mi. For this one, as you sing me, take your hand and imagine you're pulling the sound straight up from the top of your head. Feel how that encourages a bright, forward sound.
Next is me. As you sing me, use your hand to just gently frame your jaw. It's a physical reminder to keep everything down there nice and loose. Then we have ma. This one's easy. As you sing ma, just let your hand drop down and let your jaw drop right along with it. This should be your most open, relaxed vowel.
Now for moo. Take your pointer finger and trace a circle around your lips as you sing moo. This helps you remember to keep your lips nice and round, not flat.
And last but not least, moo. For moo, pretend you're pulling the sound forward through an imaginary tiny straw with your hand. This really helps to focus the sound and give it a ton of buzz and resonance.
And that brings us to the grand finale of our warm-up. Let's think about what we've done. We relaxed the body, we fired up the breath, we found a great tone, and we polished our vowels. The only thing left to do is to gently stretch our voice and connect all those notes, from the lows to the highs, nice and smoothly.
And for that, there's honestly nothing better than the vocal siren. And yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. You just make a sound like a siren, gliding smoothly from the bottom of your range all the way to the top, and then back down again. It's a fantastic and, more importantly, a safe way to wake up your entire range.
And this exercise perfectly ties everything together. I love this quote from vocal coach Valerie White-Williams. She says, "We're trying to use our breath to lift us up to the high notes while leaving the jaw relaxed." See, it's not about reaching or straining. It's about using the support we built in step 2 to achieve the range in step 5. It connects the dots.
And just like that, you've got it. 5 simple exercises, but each one does a very specific job. And when you put them all together, they create a complete, super effective vocal warm-up. So just remember the sequence, right? We start with the body, getting everything loose. Then we power up with the breath. After that, we find our resonant tone, we shape it with our vowels, and we finish by stretching our agility and range. It's a totally logical flow, and the whole thing takes, 5 minutes? It gets you ready for anything.
And a couple of crucial things to remember as you do all of this. First, posture is king. Always keep that spine long and aligned. And second, think about your vowel shapes. A great little trick is to try and carry the bright, forward feeling of a vowel like E into your other vowels like O. It keeps the sound from falling back. Really, the whole point of this is to build muscle memory so you're consciously controlling these things until they just become automatic.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought. So often as singers, we think we need to push harder, sing louder, strain more to get better. But what if that's all wrong? What if the real key to unlocking your best voice isn't singing harder, but warming up smarter? I really hope you give this routine a shot. You might be surprised at what you find.